You've probably heard the phrase fine china, but did you know it comes from the Ming Dynasty's master porcelain makers? Or that China once sent treasure fleets all the way to Africa, then sealed itself off from the world? This is the rise and unraveling of Ming and Qing China. From the 1500s to the 1800s, two powerful dynasties shaped one of the world's oldest civilizations, the Ming, who restored native rule and built a lasting cultural legacy, and the Qing, who expanded China's borders but struggled with inequality and foreign pressure. Let's start with the Ming dynasty, which began in 1368. They reclaimed Chinese leadership after Mongol rule, revived Confucian traditions, reinstated civil service exams, and centralized government power. Some of their greatest achievements: rebuilding and strengthening the Great Wall, making sure invaders kept their distance; constructing the Forbidden City in Beijing, a massive palace complex that still stuns visitors today. And let's not forget Zheng He's treasure voyages, a fleet of enormous ships reaching as far as East Africa, centuries before Columbus set sail. But eventually the Ming turned inward. They became increasingly isolationist, cutting off most foreign trade and sea travel. Meanwhile, Ming artisans perfected blue and white porcelain so beautiful that fine china became a global symbol of elegance. Not everything was so refined, though. Foot-binding reached its cultural peak during the Ming, celebrated among elite women, even though it was painful and damaging. In 1644, the Manchu people from the north took over, founding the Qing dynasty. Even though they weren't Han Chinese, the Manchu rulers kept many Ming traditions to help maintain control. Under the Qing, China's territory expanded dramatically into Mongolia, Xinjiang, Tibet, and Taiwan. These expansions still matter today, especially with China's modern claims over Taiwan. The population boomed, soaring past 300 million. But life under the Qing wasn't equal. Manchu elites were at the top, while Han Chinese, the majority, faced discrimination. The Qing even tried to ban foot-binding, but by then it was too deeply rooted in society to stop. In the 1800s, things fell apart fast. British merchants flooded China with opium, creating addiction crises in major cities. When China pushed back, Britain fought the Opium Wars and won. The price for China? Unfair treaties, foreign-controlled ports, and a weakened Qing government. From Ming isolation to Qing expansion, this era shaped China's culture, borders, and legacy. It gave the world elegance and innovation alongside inequality and conflict. By the late 1800s, resentment against foreign influence boiled over. A group of Chinese martial artists, calling themselves the Righteous and Harmonious Fists, led a violent uprising to expel foreigners and missionaries. Westerners called them boxers. And although it wasn't the first time they had seen Chinese martial arts, the rebellion brought Eastern martial arts to the forefront of Western consciousness. The Boxer Rebellion was eventually crushed by an 8-nation alliance, but it exposed the Qing dynasty's weakness and the rising tension between tradition and global change. And by the 1800s, foreign powers were ready to take advantage. If you learned something new about China's past, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Teachers, feel free to use this in class. Students, drop your biggest takeaway or question in the comments below. This is just the beginning of our journey through world history.
Thanks for watching HistoScript. If you learned something new today, or just love the hidden side of history, give this video a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story your textbook skipped. History isn't just dates, it's secrets, myths, and the strange truths behind it all. Stay curious. Stay tuned.